Welcome back, everybody. This is JP Trades. Let's hop into the XRP chart. Let's go over some of the levels from the last update first. This purple order block that I had was two amazing trades from this area. Let's just see what this could have been here. Down to the golden pocket. That was a 10, almost an 11-hour trade. And you had back-to-back trades from the golden pocket. It was also a fair value gap, so you could have traded from that area as well. And you had it back up to the SFP of those highs. Two amazing trades. I'm going to snapshot this really quick, post that in the Discord. So let's take a look at what's up next, okay? Again, this purple order block, I would definitely keep your eyes on it. Set an alert there. We have two newly created supply order blocks here. Set two alerts there. Below us, we do have a naked VWAP and a monthly. However, this is just a low volume area, so I would just keep this as a scalp. I personally wouldn't long this to go, parabolic to the upside, of course, until we get down to this order block that we had, this Wyckoff Model 2, right at the golden pocket. And of course, we have a nice zone in the extreme discount section of this range. Let's go back to the daily and take a look. So we are just continuing down here. So could this be your lower high for a lower low? Right now, that seems to be the trend. Let's go to the 4-hour. You could argue that the 4-hour has already had a market structure shift. Back, we went bullish here. However, you went back bearish here. And then you didn't have any significant 4-hour structure here. So I would say that we're continuing on bearish at the moment. And we are in internal structure. Ultimately, I'm looking at this as a range, right? But we do have a smaller range within inside this range. So what are we looking at next? Unfortunately, I don't really see like a strong power of 3 like I see on Solano. XRP is doing its kind of own thing with this crazy wick right here that really kind of messes up structure. However, I would be just trading this range for the sake of this range alone. So let's mark out some levels. I really like this as a long. I really like this upper quadrant of this order block as a long. So we have a long here, long here. We have an SFP here. Again, you dip out, you dip back in kind of thing. You SFP, all these highs back into this purple order block would be another really nice hit. Other than that, I would be looking at this zone here for ultimately, I would be watching this zone for this lower high to take this down to a lower low. So that is basically it on XRP. Trading this range here, the outer quadrants of that range and SFP of this here. There's really nothing here because below here, because you have this massive wick until you get below this wick, and then we can start looking for other order blocks. Take some volume pulls really quickly to see if that kind of changes any of my bias. Yeah, I would want to see a breach of this value area low. Hit this order block, potentially the golden pocket again. Come back inside that value area, continue higher. So that brings the value area low right at that order block. Yes, I really do like that order block. Let's take this back a little bit, get deeper volume pulls. Nice rejection off the point of control. Again, the value area low is right at the bottom of this order block in the golden pocket. So again, you could have this get hit and up, or you could just have a wick through like that. So you have to watch for your confirmation here and your confirmation here. Like I was saying before, same levels, nothing has changed. Volume is really just confirming everything that I'm looking at. Your wider structure pull, you're really wrestling with this value area low. You've had three deviations of it. Again, nothing wrong with another deviation coming back inside, but you have to watch your point of control because this has been the ultimate chop fest right around that point of control. So again, watching for follow through there. Actually, let's take it to the bottom of that wick. Yeah, nothing really changes there. And from the previous swing high time frame swing high, that is. Yeah, and that really just kind of confirms the level above this range as a nice area to watch for a higher time frame play where this is your lower high for a lower low. So yeah, volume is just really giving me more confluence of all the trade setups I've already mentioned. So that's it for XRP, and I'll update you if anything changes.